YouTube, I am NintendoMan64, and I am bringing you guys some more Pokemon Leaf Green. In the last episode, we came here to 4 Island and learned that Team Rocket is kidnapping Pokemon and taking them to a mysterious rocket warehouse somewhere on 5 Island. We also came here to the daycare center, and apparently, my Hitmonchan is also very horny for the gelatinous blob that is my Ditto. So, we have 2 eggs now. With this in mind, I'm going to end up needing to get some space. Beaks, you know the drill by now. You've been in that computer kind of, not incredibly often, but you've been in there enough to know just what this is. Before I panic and basically just, you know, you guys get the drill. Like, before I freak out and have, way too many Pokemon on my hands, I'm not gonna breed Eevee just yet. If I'm gonna breed Eevee, I'm gonna do it on the side. Now, the reason I bred Hitmonchan was because Hitmonchan, like, Raichu and Pikachu, actually devolves if you want to. And you could actually get a 3rd member of the Hitmon family. Now, it's very tricky to compare it, but you will see eventually. That's basically all we had to do in the last episode. So in this episode, we're going to go to 5 Island, which is the next island we get to go to. Has the same theme that was 4 Island does, which is basically the theme for Azalea Town. And I believe Blackthorn City. The 5 Isle Meadow is this way. There really isn't much this way except for items and the rocket warehouse. Now, I'm going to save you guys the trouble and say this is not going to happen. There's no way we can get into the rocket warehouse right now. So, rather than freak out and make us go around there for nothing, we have literally no way of getting into the warehouse at this time. However, if you would look at your town map, which we got right here, you will see that there is a lot to do about 5 Island. Much ado about something, as I like to call it. Now, before we do anything, let's look at our eggs. We have 2 eggs right now. One that will not be hatching anytime soon, so unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a bit for the next one to hatch, but until then, we've got Pokemon to train up. So, we've beefed up Luna considerably, and she got basically all the reps last episode with Beaks getting maybe 1 or 2 shots in. So, what we're going to do here is, I'm going to give Bulbabutt the Amulet Coin, and the XP share is going to go to Yoshi. Since Yoshi got almost no recognition last episode, outside of me using him as, well, it's been getting busier around these parts lately. I haven't been catching any good... Oh, thank you for being pointless. Now, instead of going towards that water labyrinth area, the only part of land over there, I'm going to be going over there later on in this episode. But for now, I'm going to be going to Resort Gorgeous. Mostly because there's a new Pokemon we can encounter there. Not that we can catch, but a Pokemon that we can, you know, encounter. So, let's see if we can catch one. Well, not catch one, see one. The angle is not quite there. Now, what is she talking about? Oh, she's a painter. Painter Reina, to be exact, and she has a Smeargle. Smeargle is, like Dunsparce, a very interesting Pokemon, meaning that this thing can learn basically anything. Only difference between it and Dunsparce and it is the fact that Smeargle, instead of just being able to learn all those moves, Smeargle has a move called Trace. If she uses the move successfully, it will copy a move of your opponent, and it'll be permanent. There will not be any repercussions. There will be no second guessing. There won't be anything. It will automatically have that move forever. So, technically speaking, Smeargle could be the most powerful Pokemon on your team if you raise it properly. Hoppip, on the other hand, is not that same Pokemon. Hoppip is a grass flying type. relatively the most worthless Pokemon in existence. Not the most worthless type, I'll give it that. It's got a decent type coverage. Not decent, it's got a decent type. But why I say it's a useless Pokemon is the fact that its only real advantage is its speed. It's still weak to a lot of the types that Grass is weak to, and even adds a couple of weaknesses onto... it with flying, such as an added weakness to Rock. Skiploom has the exact same problem. It is the evolved form of Hoppip. Do I recommend these Pokemon? Absolutely not. There are literally dozens of Pokemon you can choose from. Hell, honestly, I'd probably recommend Paris before I would recommend anyone in the Hoppip line. Oh, we got a lot of money for that, though. So thank you. Fighting you was worth it. I'm a good runner. I'm really fast. I don't care. Do you have any new Pokemon for me to beat up? My voice, is it gonna crack anymore? Because it gets annoying when it cracks. I'm sure it gets annoying for you guys, too. Yeah, there really hasn't been much else to go on about. The reason I'm only going to be doing a bit of 5 Island here, and the reason for that is the fact that I can't do a lot of 5 Island, which a lot of it is the Rocket Warehouse, so you can't do that just yet. Now, I'm going to be splitting up 6 Island into 2 episodes, because 6 Island is actually friggin' huge. In comparison to 4 Island and 5 Island, it is friggin' huge. So, I'm going to be splitting that in half. There really isn't much else to do around here other than what you're seeing so far, which is just a bunch of trainers. And what's worse is a lot of these trainers have Smeargles. So you're going to see a lot of Smeargles. Do not let it trace any of your... Actually, it doesn't even matter if you let it trace any of your abilities, because it's a frickin' Smeargle. Smeargle, like Dunsparce, the one big flaw with it is the fact that it has garbage for stats. Now, you could make Smeargle a... I don't know why you would do it, but you could technically make Smeargle a stat slave, meaning you just teach it a bunch of stat-inducing moves and then teach it Baton Pass. Hiccup, sorry. If you do that, then you could basically have almost an immortal team right there. I believe there... Oh, we got a... Is this a double battle? I'm gonna experiment. Just in case. I want Beaks out here for that. No way Yoshi's getting double the experience. That's bull. Can we get double battle? Double battle, please? Ah! It's gonna be back-to-backs. Oh, well. Oh, well. And let me get... Oh, yeah, Smeargle. Right there. Right there. Right on schedule there, Smeagol. Oh, my God. Yeah, that thing kind of does look like Gollum. Just... Are you really gonna use Bounce on me? Are you really gonna use Bounce on me? Am I really gonna have to go get Beaks out for this? You bastard. Ha 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 ha! You missed. You tool. Sucks to be you, Smeargle. Yoshi grows to 52. That's good for him. Alright, let's go get this last battle out of the way before we go into the house. I was like, wait, you're not a battler? You're not a battler? What is this crap? But you are. Ooh, you're gonna give me money, too. Ooh, Mareep! Mareep is a new Pokemon. Mareep is a pure electric-type Pokemon. However, unlike most electric-type Pokemon, Mareep really is not fast. It's very slow. But it's a good Pokemon to have early on in your trips to through the Johto region. I used one temporarily in the Pokemon Heart Gold when I played that game. It served me really well early on. Of course, I had to ultimately replace it, but hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good Pokemon to use. Like I said, the only gimmick with it is that it's very, very slow. It could be a turnoff because a lot of people turn to electric-type Pokemon specifically for their speed. I mean, yeah, it's the damn thing is slower than Luna. And Luna is one of the slowest Pokemon I've had in recent memory. Full heal. Thank you. And you're gonna use a full restore. And you're gonna use Thunder Wave again. And we're just gonna lather, rinse, repeat. Except you're not gonna use a second full restore. Oh, Thunder. Interesting. The frick, Luna! You're supposed to have great special defense! Oh, whatever. I must have been working you too hard. I'm sorry, sweetie. Didn't mean to snap. Flaffy is Mareep's evolved form, secondary evolution. I used it a little bit less than I used Flaffy. I mean, Mareep, but hey. I'm sure you could find a use for it. Probably not in this game if you can even find it in this game. I don't think you can. But hey, you could. I've been wrong before, believe me, it's happened. Hell, I was wrong in Kingdom Hearts, a game I'm literally supposed to know everything about. Then again, it was a math question. Mostly about the, how much experience the rare truffles gave off it when you hit them 100 times, but again, I digress. Are you guys close to hatching? Or one of you? Well, you are. So I may have to go off screen for a bit to get that thing to hatch. And there's no one in the house. Thank you, Miss Selfie, for not... Selfie. That name rings a bell. And not the Kingdom Hearts Selfie, because I know that's spelled with an I-E at the end instead of a Y. The Y version is ringing a few bells. Huh. Alright, let's repel some Pokemon, and we're basically just gonna have to wait until our new one of our Pokemon actually hatches. So there is a reason, there is a method for my madness, guys. There's a method for my madness. Trust me. Trust me, guys. I know what I'm doing. But rather than have you watch me surf around for a bit, I'm gonna actually go off screen until said Pokemon gets close to hatching. So, if and you'll excuse me. Well, that didn't take as long as I thought it would. Apparently, this thing has a very short hatching cycle. I'll take that. I'll take that and I'll run with it. Let's see what we got. We got us a Pichu! Oh, it's so adorable. It looks just like its mommy. But it's a boy. So I have to name him after his uncle. Or his father. His father's Zappy. So he's going to be Zappy Jr. Thank you, Zappy Jr. Welcome to the world. Now go into the computer. We got to put you in the computer. Why? Because I have to. Oh, no, I don't want to withdraw anymore. Now again, there is a method to my madness. You may not see it right now, but there is a method to my madness. Now what you want to do is you want to surf into the water labyrinth where we were before, but you want to head to that little island over there because there is a guy that you want to talk to. It's important if you want to complete the Pokedex, not that important story-wise. However, if you just want to put baggage in his place and know that you caught a very rare and unique Pokemon, rare and unique my ass considering how they give this thing away like candy in later games, but hey, it's okay. It's okay. Well, first let's deal with this chick. I believe she's a trainer. I believe this girl's a trainer. And I was correct. She is a breeder. Usually they have like 6 Pokemon, so I'm surprised. That's okay, Bulbabutt. Oh, I didn't heal you. Shame on me. Shame on me indeed. Clefairy. Beaks, come on out. Actually, I may end up putting Beaks in the computer. Well, not next episode, because I kind of need her for next episode, but maybe an episode after that, because I'm not really going to be using Fly much anymore. Its only real point of importance is to get places quickly. And I don't really have a major need for that right now. But anyway, here's a new Pokemon. Marill! Marill, like Mareep, is a great early game water type. It's like Mareep is a great electric type. Marill is a great early game water type. Very bulky, very defensive. I used one for actually a good portion of my Pokemon Emerald playthrough. And it really did do wonders for that team. It was able to take hits and it was able to deal them out. Unfortunately, my need for other Pokemon for other types of Pokemon just overweighed my need for a Lapras. But anyway, now that we've dealt with that, let's talk to this guy. You travel all over the place, don't you? You're not driving your Pokemon too harshly, are you? Let me take a look. Oh, impressive. You treat your Pokemon right. I think you can be entrusted with this. Please, I'd like you to have this. And we get an egg! I received that egg while I was traveling. I'm glad I met someone like you. Now we have 2 eggs. We have this egg, which will take some time to hatch. And this egg, which is actually getting close to hatching. Which of these eggs came from the guy? Oh, there you go. That was the egg that came from the guy. So, the egg that we just got should hatch soon. With that in mind, thank you guys for joining me. I am NintendoMan64. If I can get my way out of this friggin' labyrinth. Join me next time, where we go to 6 Island and begin exploring there. Because there's really not much else we can do here on 5 Island at the moment. So, until then, Saya freaking Nara.